the stone and the void. In a remote valley surrounded by gentle mountains, there was a large round stone, smoothed by the passage of years. The stone rested peacefully at the edge of an ancient path, where the wind whispered songs of calm and the sun softly settled on its surface. Each day, the stone felt the weight of the world upon it. Travelers passing by, the wind trying to move it, rain tapping on its body. Sometimes it wished to be light, almost invisible, but it knew its essence was to be stone, strong and serene. Near the stone, there was an empty space, a deep silence, a place without shape or weight. That void seemed to flow with the air and light, invisible yet full of possibilities. Curious, the stone asked the void in a slow, calm voice, "What are you that I cannot see or touch?" The void replied softly, like a gentle sigh, "I am that which holds everything, and yet I am nothing. I am the space where all can be and where all can rest." The stone listened quietly, letting the wind caress it and the sun bathe it in calm. The stone pondered those words, feeling a quiet space forming deep within, a small calm growing from the depths. "But I am solid," said the stone, "heavy and steady. How can I understand something without shape or weight?" The void smiled in its silence and replied, "It's not about shape or weight. I am the space where you exist, and without me you would not be. I am the breath between your edges, the pause that allows everything to be, and for everything to change." The stone let that idea settle into its core, imagining the void not as an enemy, but as an ally. It realized its strength was not only in its hardness, but also in the ability to make space, to embrace silence. At that moment, the sun dipped a little lower on the horizon, and the valley was bathed in warm, soft light, like a gentle embrace of rest. The stone let itself be wrapped in the golden light, and in that moment, something changed within it. It no longer felt only the weight of its being, but also the lightness of the space surrounding it. "Void," it said with a calm voice, "do you also feel that you are part of me?" The void replied softly, like the whisper of leaves in the wind, "I am not separate from you, nor from anything. I am the silence between sounds, the rest between movements. I am the peace that arises when we stop holding on." The stone closed its invisible eyes and felt how, in that acceptance, its hardness softened without losing its essence. It was as if, by embracing the void, it became whole. Night slowly began to fall, and the valley was cloaked in a blanket of stars shining with infinite calm. Under the starry sky, the stone and the void remained in silence, sharing an eternal moment that needed no words. The stone whispered to the void, "Before, I thought I had to be strong all the time, but now I understand that true strength lies in accepting what cannot be seen." The void, like a soft echo, replied, "That's right. In the space between the solid and the invisible, harmony is born. Wherever you allow the void, you create room for life to flow." The night breeze gently caressed the stone and the valley, and everything seemed to breathe in the same slow rhythm. In that silence, the stone discovered it was not alone, but surrounded by the gentle embrace of the void, the great space that holds and frees. Little by little, the stone felt lighter, as if floating in a dream where time does not exist. With each passing moment, the stone understood more deeply the mystery of the void. "Void," it said in a gentle voice, "can you teach me how to let go of the heaviness inside me?" The void replied unhurriedly, with the calm of one who knows time. "It's not about forcing, but about releasing softly, like when a leaf falls from a tree and surrenders to the wind. Let yourself be carried, without resistance." The stone pictured that leaf, light and free, dancing in the air. And in that thought, it felt something inside itself begin to let go. Then, it continued, "Can I be strong and light at the same time?" "Yes," answered the void. "True strength is born when there is space for everything to be, when nothing is clung to." Night slowly moved on, and the valley slept beneath a whisper of stars and wind. The stone felt wrapped in a deep peace, as if the void gently embraced it from within. "Void," it murmured, "how can I always remember this feeling when the days feel heavy?" The void replied tenderly, "Whenever you feel the weight, remember that inside you there is a boundless space, a silent refuge. Just pause for a moment, breathe, and you will find that void that supports you." The stone closed its eyes and breathed slowly, feeling the silence wrap around it and set it free. The night wind whispered ancient songs, and the stars twinkled like friendly lights watching over the valley's sleep. In that moment, the stone knew that no matter how heavy it seemed, it could always return to that space of calm and lightness. Over time, the stone learned to recognize that it was neither alone nor divided. The weight of its body and the lightness of the void were like two ancient friends walking together in silence. "Thank you, void," the stone whispered with a voice that seemed to come from deep within. "You have taught me that I don't need to resist what I am, that in the space between the solid and the invisible, I find my true essence, one that cannot be touched, but can be felt." The void replied like a gentle breeze that caressed the stone and the leaves around it. "And I thank you, stone, because in your stillness and steadiness, I learned to be presence. I learned to be that silent refuge where everything can rest and transform. Together, we are the subtle balance that holds the world, like the breath that unites body and spirit." The night grew deeper, and the valley was wrapped in a blanket of stars blinking with infinite calm. The stone, now serene and light within, felt connected to the vast silence surrounding it. It remained there, still and full of peace, knowing it could always rest in that invisible embrace whenever it wished. And so, in the sacred stillness of the night, the stone and the void merged into a single breath of peace and harmony. Remember, dear traveler of dreams, that when you feel the weight of the day pressing down or the noise of the world stirring you, true strength lies in opening a space within yourself, a space that has no weight, no shape, but holds everything with infinite calm. Like the stone that learned to dance with the wind and silence, you too can allow yourself to rest in that invisible place where anything is possible, where the heart quiets and the mind settles. Gently close your eyes, feel your breath slow and deepen, and let yourself be carried away by the sweet serenity of the void. May your sleep be light as a falling leaf, deep as the valley at night, and full of peace, like the silent embrace that always accompanies you. Sweet dreams, and may calm wrap you until dawn.